So just a quick breakdown of the game, man. Now that the game is done, the emotions are still high, but they're settling. But breakdown of the game, man. I think with the lineup, I think let's go for the team actually. Raya and goal, Capier, Gabriel, Saliba, Mosquera, Rice, Zubimendi, Odegaard, Eze on the left, Madueke on the right, and Havertz up top. So as you can see, there's already about three significant changes in there. One is Mosquera starts again actually over Ben White. And Capier's in for and Capier's in. Um, Havertz up top for Jokeres, Eze out wide on the left for Martinelli, and Odegaard back in for Eze. So yeah, as you can see, those changes every well from the feedback and all the news and all the noise, everyone genuinely thinks that Arsenal played well. Well, I have a completely different view on that. I don't think we really played well. I think it's very, very crazy that or let's say Arteta has decided to go for more of our footballing players to go toe to toe with Man City, who have been playing dominant and total football week in, week out. So to come into such a high altitude game like this, such a high intense and cagey game as it started like this, to go toe to toe with Man City with the football, yes, we've got players that can do it, but City have been doing it in most of their games. So to do that, I just think it was a bit a bit much. I think we should have just stuck to the way we've been playing. Yes, we lost at Bournemouth, but we hadn't really lost before that. And yes, we might not have been playing great football, but the team eventually was going to gel and start picking up results, because that's what always happens in football. So that's that. That's my view on that. And in terms of the team selection, I think everything should have changed. Of course, you don't have the likes of Timber that's available, Calafiori that's available. Obviously, Calafiori is much better going forward than Capier, and Timber obviously is much better going forward than Mosquera and Ben White. Yeah, so as you can see in his numbers as a fullback, is second best in the league, I'm sure. And then we have I don't think he should have changed Jokeres for Havertz at all. And I think, look, if he's gonna go all out attacking and try to play in that way, I think you drop Zubimendi, who practically does nothing. Put Rice in a six, and put Odegaard and Eze as the two tens. Martinelli out wide on the left, Madueke out wide on the right. Simple as that. Jokeres up top, and I think we would have played much better with that front five. We would have definitely played much better, and we would have probably got scored more goals from it. Because now we got Odegaard higher up the pitch dictating, and we got Eze also higher up the pitch, also dictating, but he also has the ability to create chances, to score goals, to get assists, beat players. Do you know what I mean? So we have that higher up the pitch, and we can press higher, because we can trust in the back four and Rice right in front. Whereas Zubamendi is almost like he's a passenger in these games, and the quicker Arteta understands that, the quicker that I think this team can get over the line. So we come into the last 5 games of the season. Obviously, Man City play Burnley Wednesday night. We know this. We know the score. We know the script. City probably gonna win 5-0. Pep's gonna go and tell them, look, go out there and smash them and batter them. We already know what's gonna happen. They're gonna probably be up about 3-4 goals on goal difference. So it's gonna be down to City are probably gonna go top of the league after that game. If they win, which they probably will. And then it's just gonna be down to if we can win our 5 games, if they can win their 5 games, and it's who can score the most goals now. So yeah, me analysing the game, I don't really think like we had patches. Like we played better than what we are used to like playing, but we still lost the game. So it's like, I think, as I said in a couple of my previous videos, I would have rather wanted to play this game with 11 Roy Keanes, and if we drew the game, I would have been happy. I would have taken a draw, but this game didn't even come down to, oh, who can play the better football. There's so much more on the line than an identity of football. in that game yesterday, and we had probably 3 players that showed that mentality of that monster mentality. And Capi is one of them. He's not the greatest going forward. Yes, I understand that, but he's a defender and he defends first. But then saying that, it's so contradicting, because then saying that the header that he done should have went out of the pitch. Should have headed it away from the inside of the pitch. He headed it back inside the pitch. And that's what happens when sometimes you're trying to overplay. And that's what happens. But in terms of that monster and hungry mentality, he showed that he's defending from a ball that's at right back. He's run all the way over to block it. Semenyo's through and goal. He slides to block it. He knows what he wants. He's got that dog in him. He's got that monster mentality. So, analysing a game, and I understand why everybody's like, oh yeah, we've lost it. I can understand. And the players themselves shouldn't look anybody funny or look at anybody in any way, because they should understand themselves. People genuinely, because we've been here many times, people genuinely don't believe that they have the mentality to get over the line. We lost to Bournemouth. Absolutely ridiculous, right? And we've lost to Manchester City. I think we've won 1 game in 6, and we're trying to win the Premier League title. That is crazy. And then this is now when you start thinking back to games where, we drew to Wolves. We lost to Bournemouth recent. Like, these games start playing back in your head and be like, this is why we didn't want to drop points. Because imagine we did beat Bournemouth, and imagine we didn't drop points at Wolves. We wouldn't have needed to go on to beat. It would have been better if we beat City, but we wouldn't have needed to beat City. And this loss wouldn't be so much, it wouldn't be like so detrimental. But it is now, because now, do our players have that mental strength to actually pick themselves up and say, you know what? We're in the semi-finals of the Champions League and we still got 5 games to go. It's not over. Declan Rice is right. Yeah, it's not over. But do those 11 players, not even 11 players, does the club, does the manager, well, I know Arteta does believe, but do the players, forget everybody else, the players who are playing, do they all believe, not just certain individuals, do they all believe they can go on to win this Premier League title, having lost to Man City and Bournemouth? And now City are probably going to go join on points. Do they still believe they can win it? Forget the football. Forget the physical side of the game. The mental side of the game. That's where it's going to be won. Can this club get this Premier League title over the line? Let me know in the comments, man.